Privacy has been a hot topic in the media recently, and for good reason. With recent revelations, such as the spying done by the NSA, it's important to know how your privacy can be violated and how you can protect it. But what exactly is privacy? Privacy is the ability to keep information to yourself or controlled within a limited group of people. It's a core human value and is necessary for a normal relationship with society. The issue surrounding privacy, the one we're familiar with, stems from the digital revolution. Prior to the internet, computers, or even the telephone, privacy was primarily restricted to how you interacted with other individuals face-to-face. Information had to be harvested by hand from public record libraries, and there was no way a burglar could know how a homeowner was on vacation without a lengthy stakeout. But now, long-distance, instantaneous communication is accessible by billions of individuals, and these people are not only sharing information with each other, but unknowingly, they're potentially sharing it with the entire world. In 1960, William Prozor wrote an influential article in California Law Review simply titled Privacy. In this article, 4 major components to privacy protected by United States law were described: intrusion, private facts, false light, and appropriation. Prozor indicated that individuals should have the right to privacy from intrusion, that is, having another individual intrude on your own private life and matters. Second, Prozor argued individuals' need for private facts. For example, it's not necessarily of concern to the public what medical procedures you've had done or what underwear you have on today. Similarly, Prozor also argued that we, as individuals, have a right to avoid having false, potentially defaming facts published about ourselves. Finally, the idea of appropriation was suggested. In essence, the right to appropriation allows for an individual to maintain rights to their likeness and name. For example, I can't capitalize on the name of Justin Bieber without his consent. These 4 pillars of privacy, as suggested by William Prozor, are supposedly protected by law, but there's an elephant in the room that needs to be discussed: the NSA. Recent revelations indicate that the NSA, or National Security Agency, has been spying on the American people, as well as society on a global scale. From what we know, the NSA spying extends to several major communication systems. First is every person's call history. Supposedly, the NSA has convinced the major telecom providers such as AT&T, Sprint, and MCI to roll over and submit the call histories of their customers. This information was obtained without any warrant and without a judge ever proclaiming this act as lawful. Slightly more concerning is the supposed real-time tap of phone calls made from these same telecommunication providers. Again, this was done illegally, without any sort of oversight. Finally, in what may be the most concerning revelation, the Washington Post reported that the NSA had a real-time tap on internet communications. This includes over 1.7 billion emails, phone calls, and other data points ingested and analyzed by the government every single day. What do these revelations mean for you, a member of the internet society? Well, for one, you have little to no privacy from the government. The majority of websites you browse don't use encryption. In fact, only about 2 million websites right now have SSL encryption enabled. This, in combination with DNS snooping, means that the NSA can not only see what sites you're looking at, but exactly what content you're seeing. The extent of the NSA's reach into your personal life is still being revealed, but they're the government. They have a lot of resources, as well as the ability to bully telecom and internet companies into providing access to unprecedented amounts of data. After taking a poll of the Info 200 class, about 85% of students answered that they took measures to protect their online privacy. Many responses included attempts to protect Facebook and email accounts, as well as setting passwords on their phones and other electronic devices. But even with these measures in place, let's see what information can be revealed about an individual using only his name. Our subject, your professor, Michael Eisenberg. Michael Eisenberg was born on October 4, 1949, and he is currently 64 years old. He attended Wellington C. Mepham High School, as well as Syracuse University in New York. He is currently married to Carol Eisenberg, and has a son, Brian, and a daughter, Laura. He has 2 grandchildren, Leah and Logan. Michael Eisenberg has a dog named Penny, who he has owned for a little over a year. He lives in Richmond Beach, which is located near Shoreline, in a home with 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. It's relatively new, built in 1998 and bought in February of 1999. Michael, a registered voter since October of 1998 in the state of Washington, is listed as a permanent absentee. That is, he usually votes by mail. With these voting registration records, we can also determine which years he's participated in the election. In addition, we have been able to determine his driver's license number and any additional permits he has, his phone number, his approximate home worth, and various pieces of information about his extended family, such as his granddaughter's new hamster Max and their trip to Snoqualmie. After viewing how easily it is to invade the privacy of an individual using only their name, there are better ways you can protect yourself online instead of relying just on your Facebook privacy settings. The Electronic Frontier Foundation, a digital rights group that focuses on protecting new technologies and people's individual rights, created a list of ways to improve your privacy online. Avoid using unsecure Wi-Fi access points, such as those at Starbucks or at the airport. Instead, you should either wirelessly tether your internet connection to your phone or avoid browsing sensitive websites. Also, ensure you're always using HTTPS or Hypertext Transfer Protocol secure while browsing the web. This encrypted communication protocol is required when browsing your bank's website or submitting credit card information, but many everyday websites also offer this protection. The HTTPS Everywhere browser extension from the Electronic Frontier Foundation automatically redirects you to the encrypted versions of the websites where available, and provides a big boost in privacy and security. Finally, don't share personally identifiable information that isn't necessary. For example, don't share your billing address with a website that doesn't need your billing address. The only way that you can completely protect yourself online is to not be online at all, but that solution is not particularly realistic in this day and age. However, even if you take minimal steps to protect your privacy, you can keep prying eyes out of your personal life and increase the security of sensitive information. By protecting your online presence, you can help ensure you don't fall victim to schemes such as identity theft or burglary in the physical world. Be in charge of your privacy.